Good evening all, and welcome to our weekly travel training. My name is Marcia Lashley. I am a certified cruise counselor and a certified ambassador with Intel Travel as well. And we do this training every Thursday, 10 p.m. Live. And for the replays, you can go to youtube.com/OTM Travel Services and click on travel trainings, and you'll be able to check those previous trainings out that we've done, okay? Tonight's training, we're going to discuss education, as always, how to increase your clientele, customize your group itineraries, compliance, and industry news, okay? So, the first thing that I want to mention to you guys is education. You guys know that's the key. The reason why I'm giving this training right now is because I took advantage of the education. So naturally, I'm going to, let you guys know to take advantage of the education. Okay, because the world is your classroom, and to get the most out of the original IntelliTravel host agency, you have to become familiar with the agent training manual, which is the most important thing. And then, of course, you want to review the frequently asked questions. And then for shortcut, for years and years of independent agency experiences. So IntelliTravel has all of the education, and it also helps you to familiarize yourself with your back office and know your products, okay? And so IntelliTravel has, of course, Dream Makers, Vacation Builders, and Travel Genius, and Ambassador. You guys, once you go in there, you can check it out. I'm not going to spend too much time on there. Suppliers courses, guys, is the reason why I'm touching on all this. Suppliers courses, guys, these are one of the keys to our success in our travel business. And here is why I'm saying this, because once you've completed once you've taken up the suppliers courses, now you're educating yourself enough, right? Now you're educating yourself enough to educate your clients. But one thing that the suppliers courses do is it takes it another notch up for the agents. It gives us benefits. For instance, Norwegian, once you've completed this supplier's course and you've reached the PhD level, here are 2 perks that you get that I know you guys would like. I'm just going to pick out some of the perks. I'm not going through all of them. But once you've completed the PhD rewards from Norwegian includes your 4th tier or reduced rate, which is 30% off of fleet sailing, which is a huge discount. And then also you get a free Norwegian cruise for 2 once you've completed it. So there are, in addition to educating yourself, there are benefits and access for us agents. Now, once we've experienced the product, let's say we did the classroom, we did the courses on our computers, and then we actually completed the courses and was able to go on a free cruise, because that's the reason why they're giving it to us, so that we can experience it, and now we're able to better sell it. Right? So that's why it's important. Royal Caribbean, here's another supplier. Once you've completed their Master of Adventure program, you'll get bonus commissions opportunities. You'll get $50 onboard credit. You'll get seminar at sea opportunities. And, of course, the inaugural sailing opportunities, they'll always notify you of that whenever it's in. And then, of course, you'll get 5 additional credits for CLIA, which is amazing. So the perks are there, not the perks. I really don't like that word at all. But the access is definitely there for us as long as we utilize the education, guys. It comes with the education, okay? Tools for success. A lot of new agents are on, and, people have been telling me, where do I find the suppliers list? This is the suppliers list. I made it really small because I wanted to protect our information, our account numbers or whatnot on there, so I made it really small. But this is pretty much our suppliers list. There's a shared login area that you're not supposed to touch at all under any circumstances. I highly recommend that you guys not touch it, because we are all sharing these 3 suppliers, and as you're logging in, another agent is logging in as well. And you going in and you changing the password will limit all of us from getting in. So it's very important that you not change the shared logins. There's, of course, individual logins where the instructions are right here, so you can take some time to go there, check it out, and register. And, of course, where do you find this? If you're on your dashboard, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Right below the top agent challenge, you will see the first red box. That is where your suppliers list is. I would highly recommend that you go and you register with suppliers. Your travel preferred partner travelers. Guys, this is very important book to have. And the reason why is because if you, let's say, that you are, and I'm going to go to this page real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The preferred partners, the preferred travel partners book gives us information about all our preferred partners with IntelliTravel. And these are the suppliers that we highly recommend that you use first to book your clients' trips. If you can't find something for your clients with the preferred partners, of course, venture on out to other suppliers. But there's a reason why, because these suppliers have a special relationship with IntelliTravel. So any time that you book with these suppliers and you have any issues or whatnot, then it'll be easily resolved. They'll go the extra mile. IntelliTravel will go the extra mile because it's a partnership. It's a preferred partner that we're dealing with. And all of their information is in here. I need for you guys to really understand that if you book travel for your clients during a weekend and they're traveling and something happens with your clients, you want to know where to go access that information, guys. And so if you don't have a preferred partners book, then you're not going to be able to have access to the business development managers, information, and the commissions information, or whatever is on this page. And I'm bringing this to your attention because an agent had some issues this weekend with her travels, and you know, she contacted the suppliers. Suppliers were closed, but she had a preferred partner travel book, and I showed her, you know, how to access it. But you have a preferred partner book, then you can pull up your book or log into your computer, pull up the PDF, and access that supplier, contact their business development manager or any other telephone numbers that they may have listed in that book. So it's very important that you guys utilize this. One of the reasons why IntelliTravel has it here for us to get access to it, okay? So you want to definitely utilize that. And of course, you want to utilize, now is the season to utilize, send some emails, the postcards that IntelliTravel has in their back office. Guys, the holidays are coming. They have birthdays coming up. I've been using them, and I've been getting great feedback. People forward your emails all the time, and someone forwards an email that you send to them, and it has one of these postcards on it. It'll really get that other person's attention, and they'll definitely want to contact you, especially if you have your signature with your telephone number or whatnot on your email as the return email. You know, they will reach out to you. So I want to encourage you guys to go into the IntelliTravel post office and utilize these postcards whenever you're sending a message to your clients, an email or whatever, reminding them of their cruise or their final payment dates. You definitely want to use this. The New Year's are coming up. Holidays are coming up. You want to definitely send your clients some thank you for choosing me this year, or Happy New Year's, new destination. Maybe they have a birthday coming up, you know. Definitely send them the happy birthday, but use these, guys. It's really great. It represents you as an independent travel agent and what you do, and it also allows them to buy into you and what you do as well. So you want to definitely share your passion, right? You want to become an expert in the destination and the brands that you love and experience the most. And the reason why I said that is because, like I said with the fam trips, once you've experienced them, you can better sell them. You can go into detail. You can explain certain things, certain little things that really may not seem like it matters, but it matters to your clients. They'll definitely buy into you, because now they can realize that after they're listening to you, they can realize that you've actually been to that place and you've actually experienced it, not as opposed to watching a video or going to the website, right? So you want to become an expert in the travel that interests your customers. So if you're finding yourself with a lot of people who want to go to the Caribbean, then I would say get some islands and, you know, become an expert. Take the courses and specialize yourself in those islands over there, because you know most of your clients are constantly going to the Caribbean, or maybe your clients are constantly going to Europe. You definitely want to tap into some European cruises and some European trips, go into Ensemble and you check them out so that you can educate yourself. When your clients call you, you'll be able to share information with them, okay? You want to promote your specialty. With marketing materials like I just shared with the postcard, and you want to send them on post them on social media, share them with your friends and your family so that they can be aware that you are a specialist in your career. What makes you better than the other options, mostly like the local old-fashioned agents and online sites? Well, because you know your customers. You know the difference between your customers when they say they want luxury and they want clean. And also, you know, websites, they give prices. But travel agents, we give advice, right? So you definitely want to know your clients and know how to respond to, definitely people. You want to be a competent travel agent, okay? You also want your clients to know that you care about them. So you want to, certain things, holidays, when there are birthdays, anniversaries, maybe their grandkids' birthdays or something special, graduation days. You want to reach out to your clients and share one of the postcards I just shared with you guys. IntelliTravel has a lot of marketing material in the back office that you can go through and select and choose one of them to send to your clients to let them know that you care, right? And you're backed by IntelliTravel's 25 years of technology, so guys, utilize them. We have so much information and so much technology and marketing tools back there in our back office that we can definitely utilize to share with our clients and also have our clients believe and buy into us, because now they're seeing that we are professionals. We have the tools, we have the marketing materials, and we're sharing it with them. They'll be happy to share it, to forward it on to their friends, right? And you provide uncommon service too. You want to be able to send your clients a card when they've traveled, asking them how was their trip, right? A note. One of the postcards I just shared with you in the back office, you want to definitely use those, right? Finding out how their trip was, and if there's anything that you could have done to make it better. No, you couldn't, but you always want to ask that because you always want feedback, right? And of course, you're offering them exclusive deals as well. So you want to definitely share your passion with your clients. This is all part of getting people to become attracted to you. You share your passion. Find new clients. A very, very common place to find new clients, guys, wedding shows. Because we all know when people get married, they go on honeymoons. And honeymoons are major. People, they don't hold back on their honeymoons, right? So every travel agent wants to experience booking a honeymoon, right? So you want to definitely go position yourself at some travel shows, find a travel show in your area, and go attend the travel show, okay? Clients are going to be open-minded because they're shopping. They're shopping for bridal gowns. They have, wedding planners are there. You always want to connect with them because they're always working with new people. Sometimes they have several people they're working with at the same time. So you definitely want to connect with wedding planners as well. And then also when you're at the wedding show, the tourism boards are always there as well. Wedding planners and tourism boards are there. So you want to definitely connect with the tourism board. Go to the booth. Hanging out at the tourism booth, you'll find a lot of clients because what are they doing? They're educating clients on, or the consumers on a specific or a particular destination. So you becoming this professional travel agent that you are and have been well-rounded in utilizing IntelliTravel's education, you'll have some education and some knowledge on that particular destination, and you'll be able to drop some information, drop some knowledge on them, and have them become attracted to you. Oh, that travel agent, she knows a lot. I like her. She has confidence. Yeah, I want her to book for me. Give them a business card. Connect with them, right? The tourism boards are not selling travel, guys. All they're doing is educating the clients on the destination. So what you want to do as a travel agent is you want to help those clients to buy into that destination that the tourism board is selling. Do not divert them away from the destination that the tourism board is selling. That's just not morally right. We want to work together. You're an agent of the universe. So if you go to a bridal show and the tourism board is there and they're selling Bahamas, just because you want to go to Aruba, you don't talk the clients into Aruba. No, you sell the Bahamas because that's what they're seeing. And what you're going to do is you're going to add to whatever it is the tourism board didn't share because they're going to have limited time to do the presentation. But you can elaborate with your clients via email. You can do some more research, send your clients information, and have them buy into you even more. Right? So that's a great place to go. We have to connect with clients and we have to book them on the same destinations. But ultimately, guys, we have to connect with clients, right? So you also want to wear a travel agent rock pin or a t-shirt. Like this one is a new one, Choose Fun. It's Carnival's newest campaign. It's a conversation starter, guys. You want to find out if that person travels often, if they've ever been on a cruise, if they have or have not. Ask them if they've ever been on a river cruise. Don't assume that they don't have the money, they can't afford it. You have no idea what someone can afford and what they're willing to go the lengths for, right? They may be having a birthday party coming up, or they may be having, their parents may be having a 50th anniversary, and even though they may not be going on a river cruise, they would love for their parents to experience a river cruise. So by you just initiating and saying something like that will definitely start jogging, giving them a mind jogger, and they're going to start thinking, oh, you know, my parents are coming up and my grandmother, you know, and then they'll think, oh, you know what, we definitely going to need a travel agent because we have this family reunion coming up, and you know, you seem very knowledgeable, so we would love to use you. Just have a business card, or can we go out and have coffee and talk more in detail about it? You know, clients will do that if you don't, you know, if they're really interested. So you have to have a sense of confidence, guys, when you're going to these places, okay? And we have to find unique ways to attract people to us, right? Any person that's sitting next to us in an office or on the bus or anywhere you go, in a lunchroom at your job, anywhere you go, if someone is in close proximity where you can say hello and they can respond, then they should know that you have a travel business, okay? And you should be speaking with them about how often they travel, have they ever traveled anywhere, where have they been, where do they plan on going. All this information will help you create a package for them. So you want to definitely, and this is how you meet new clients. So that's kind of the pattern that you want to use. But here are some other places that you can tap into to find new clients. Hair shows. Yoga and Zumba teachers, they have huge groups. Some yoga and Zumba teachers not only teach at one particular gym, they have several gyms within a city or within a few cities. So, and sometimes they teach every hour on the hour for the first half of the day, or maybe the second half of the day. So if they're going to 4 different classes in one day at 4 different locations, more than likely there are going to be 4 different groups of people altogether. So your Zumba and your yoga teachers are great people to connect with, to work with, getting more clients and building groups. Knitting and crochet teachers. There are knitting and crochet classes, groups all over. You can go to the hotels. If you just go to any hotel in your city and just go to the bar, have a drink, or, I don't know, go to a hotel and walk through the conference rooms area. You'll see amazing groups in these conference rooms, and you're like, wow, I didn't know they did that. Yeah, and they do it very often. Scrapbook groups, special dance groups, photography teachers, foodie groups, fundraiser groups, guys and girls groups, sororities and fraternity groups, sports groups. There are different sports groups. There is the, I have a lot of letters and numbers in my head right now, but there's like the ACC, or not the ACC, that's clear, but there's this private, basketball group and football group that kids are in, and different types of sports groups that you can get together with those group leaders or some of the parents or the coaches to discuss when these groups are going on the road. And you can set up, I had an agent last year who had a huge group from her son's school, and they booked all their road trips, and then they ended up doing a banquet, and she ended up doing all of it because she just talked to them and let them know that she was a travel agent, and they used her. Corporate groups, definitely, they have incentive trips that they like to put on. Sales groups, they like to send their top salespeople on an incentive trip to get them to sell more annually. Local businesses definitely have ribbon cutting ceremonies, and they have customer appreciation days. You want to definitely connect with them. They will definitely help you find new clients. Also, charities. Charities are always looking for a way to raise funds and put on events to raise funds. You can share group cruises with them or group trips with them, guys. Corporate groups, I mentioned that before. Runners, there are runners. There are groups of people that actually run, and they would love to run in Hawaii or love to run in Costa Rica where it's mountainous. They love these challenges, so you have to reach out to them. Painters, believe it or not, painters, yes. There are groups of painters that travel together, so you have to have an open mind, guys. Book clubs, definitely book clubs. There's so many book clubs around, and they take trips. They take trips to authors, towns where authors grew up, and they do history on certain books and certain demographics. So you have to have an open mind, guys, and connect with people, and they'll help you find new clients by having a conversation with them and letting them know what you do. So I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys all of the commissionable items that we have access to and how you can utilize them, right? So we all know in our back office we have the activities tab, and the commissions are all built into each activity. So once we complete the transaction, we don't even have to register our booking. I always recommend you do, but we don't have to because it's going to be in our back office because this is an IntelliTravel's booking engine, right? So then we also have Events 365, where just like the other golden tickets, your clients can purchase concert tickets at, the most popular ones. Golden tickets are for the more exclusive tickets that I would suggest, but you have options. These are more premium seats, but you have options based on your clients, and you want to be able to have options, right, when you're creating things. Then we also have air consolidators. We have Centrav, Go Away Air, Fairbuzz, Skybird, Air by Pleasant that's not on here. We have all of these. Then, of course, we have hotel, flights, cars, cruises, vacation packages, right? Like the Skybird, like the Fun Jets and the Apples and the Go-Go's, right? We have the VIP Partner Exclusive Ensemble, right? We also have passports and visas that we can help our clients out with. And we have those hot deals, road trips. We have tour companies, Africa Travel in Abercrombie and Kent. These are company suppliers that have entire packages put together, like air, land, and everything already put together. We have Eurorail, Shore Excursion, travel insurance. I know you guys are wondering, why am I going through all of these? I want you guys to know your resources and utilize them. We have vacation rentals, Sports Empire, create packages. Let's say Kentucky Derby. You can plan a trip to Kentucky Derby. Well, they'll have the entire hotel and everything tied in there, right? I talked about Centrav already, but the reason why I put these together, guys, is here's why. Fam trips. If you have ever been on a fam trip, or you go on a fam trip, or you're planning on going on a fam trip, these are all, what I just showed you are all the elements that creates a fam trip. And what I'm trying to share with you guys is you go experience a fam trip so that you can create your own, not fam trip, but group like a fam trip. Because with a fam trip, you'll find that you will have air, hotel, there's a tour in there of some sort, there's a cocktail hour. Every aspect of travel is comprised into that trip. And it's the reason why those suppliers do that, because you, the agent, get to experience all the different features of their property in one shot. And that's pretty much what we do for our clients by creating packages. So if you have, and some of these fam trips, guys, are commissionable. Some of these fam trips you can actually take up to 3 or maybe 5 guests with you, and there's a $200 or $300 upcharge where you can mark it up to make commissions for your clients. Some of these fam trips do, not all of them. So you would have to inquire. Okay, and as you can see, they all have telephone numbers, but the suppliers directly, you can contact them. But this is just a great way. I'm just trying to show you guys how to utilize all of the resources that you have in your back office, because all of these are commissionable. You can create a package with Air, with Centrav or Fairbuzz or Go Away Air or Skybird. You can have activities. You can create a tour, Giza tour. You can create, if you have a family reunion, or maybe they don't want, maybe your clients, you want to customize it. They don't want a hotel. They're like me. They want a private house with a veranda facing the mountains, and then when I look down, I see the pool or the ocean or whatever. I want to customize. We have we have the vacation rentals where they don't want a traditional hotel or resort. We have options, guys. So you guys have to utilize them. We have, where's my mouse? We have cars. So not only rent a cars, but we also have chauffeur services, right? So there's so many different options in here, and I need for you guys, Abercrombie and Kent have awesome, if you go into IntelliTravel tutorial, guys, you can see all of these suppliers and their products and what they offer, and it'll give you ideas to sell to your clients. And when you have conversations like these with your clients, they will buy into you. They will contact their people. They'll put some things together. They'll get back to you and say, hey, Marcia, you mentioned this idea to me, and I thought about it long and hard, and I called my girlfriend up, and girl, what do you know? We're doing it. So get ready. We're going to be calling this evening at 5 o'clock. We're going to have about 40 people we already spoke with, and we just need to finalize some things from you. Are you kidding me? This is how it happens. So you have to present these things, but you have to know what you have. in order to increase your clientele, you can put these together. If you cannot go out there into the supplier's engine and see something that is really entices you or your clients, create one and you go on a trip. You take a trip and experience it all so that you can better sell it to your clients, okay? But we have so many suppliers in the back office that you can really, I mean, I'm talking about from shore excursions. More than one. You have shore trips, we have shore excursions, you know, we have travel insurance. Every aspect of travel is in the back office, guys, for us to create. We can create our own packages, customize them, use the fam trips and the air consolidators and the vacation renters, supplier packages to create and customize your own package and then sell them, okay? Sell them to your clients. They will buy it. Trust and believe they will buy it. So where's the money? The money is in groups. Group cruises, group land trips, hot destinations like Cuba and all of those, group tour packages, and groups going into faith-based itineraries, right? Faith-based groups. They like to do a lot of research. We have some suppliers in our back office that will be happy to help you all the way where you don't have to do much, which is amazing. You can also do a unique fact, where you can go and find out the unique fact about each destination and share that with your clients, okay, so that they can be educated as well. You also want to learn CLIA course. You definitely want to take some time to educate yourself on CLIA, which is the Preferred Partner Cruise Line Group Department. You want to definitely do that because you'll be educated. They have tons of information in their search engine, their back office, that will be able to educate you on the things that you really need to know, so that you can be successful, okay? Oh. So direct booking instructions. So a lot of agents don't realize that you don't have to book inside of your IntelliTravel back office. You really, really don't. You can book with any suppliers, not only the preferred suppliers, but any suppliers who accept IntelliTravel's agency identifier, guys, okay? As an independent travel agent with IntelliTravel, you are empowered to search and book travel yourself through our easy online booking system. In this instance, where the suppliers or trips you want does not seem to be available, we can make an exception and allow you to book directly with a supplier and still earn your commissions. However, to ensure receipt of your commissions, you must follow these steps carefully, guys. Determine the supplier through each own research or ask for recommendations. You can go to Google or you can go to the IntelliTravel Departure Lounge on Facebook and ask for suggestions there. The cruise lines should be members of CLIA. Vacation companies should be members of the USTAOA, preferably for consumer protection, and ASTA, right? So you want to contact your suppliers and you want to go ahead and give them your choice or whatever options you research. You want to present that to the supplier. Identify yourself as an independent travel agent with IntelliTravel, and then once you do that, then you select the arrangements for your clients. You definitely want to ask them for provide a copy of the invoice to you and also IntelliTravel. Remember, your PIN is used only with IntelliTravel, so you do not have to give your PIN to the suppliers, guys. There are very few suppliers that ask for a PIN like Skybird when you're initially setting up your registration with them. I think that's it. Skybird and probably like 2 other suppliers would ask for your PIN number, but you don't have to provide your PIN number. That's an internal number, okay? And yes, you want to request copies of your documents to confirm your confirmation. You want them to send them to IntelliTravel, but you also want to receive them yourself so that you can register them in the back office, right? So yeah, you send copies to IntelliTravel, and we all should have IntelliTravel's address. And then, like I said, you want to save your copy to your desktop and upload it to the back office. And you want to make sure that you never, ever, ever accept a net price, okay? You always want to accept a gross invoice, always, because a net invoice does not have commissions tied into it, guys. So you want to be very careful about that. In accordance with your independent contract agreement, all commissions must be paid directly to your agency. IntelliTravel after which we will conduct our small portion and forward you your 70 or 80% share. Remember, the suppliers would not accept the booking directly from you without the affiliation of IntelliTravel. So you have to make sure that all bookings, all commissions go through IntelliTravel. You should never, ever have a supplier send you commissions directly, okay? All commissions must go to IntelliTravel's address, and then they will do their commission split and forward you on your portion. It's very important, guys. You don't want to lose your privileges. And for agent tip, if you're booking as a consumer and you're not using suppliers, then you're not going to be booking, you're not going to get paid commissions. And I had a few agents call me last week asking me if they can go to Expedia and book because their clients see it there. And I know you guys, we get excited when our clients call you, but you are the professional and you must take control. You must not allow your clients to guide you where they want. They're supposed to share with you what they would like to experience, and then you go to work. But just because they said that they saw a package on Expedia doesn't mean that you have to go to Expedia and book it. You must find other suppliers and use those other suppliers, negotiate the rates, do whatever you have to do to get those rates to match, but book with suppliers, guys, that accept agency identifiers. You do not want to use a supplier who does not accept IntelliTravel's agency identifier because you will not be paid commissions, and you don't want that, right? So that's very, very important that you take some time to do the proper research for your clients so that you can find the better suppliers that will provide what they want and also give you commissions, because we're not working for free, guys. You don't want to book with a supplier who is not going to pay commissions and then you complain that you booked it and you didn't get paid. So you want to take some time to educate yourself and do the research, okay? And here are some of the examples. Like I did a couple of my own packages as well that I've created, and I just wanted to show you each supplier has flyers in the marketing department that we can use to do stuff like this. All I did, guys, was I just pretty much put in my information. I put in 4 nights Havana. I put in the after Christmas sale right here, my information. But the itinerary was already in there because from the time I put the dates in there, the itineraries come up, right? You put the destination, excuse me, the itinerary comes up. So the suppliers do pretty much everything else for you. We don't have much to do at all, just put our information in. Here's another one to Europe. And of course, this is Royal Caribbean. As you can see, it's very similar to the Cuba one. But it gives you information about yourself. You're the travel agent. It gives a little bit about the sale and the prices. And, you know, you can definitely use this to send to your clients. I don't necessarily use this on public social media. I'm not. Guys, you know, everyone have their own way of promoting and pushing their business, and marketing tools you definitely utilize. But whenever I'm promoting a group trip like this, I never publicize it like that. I have a private group that I have invited people in that group, and I'll post it in there, or I'll create an invite in my email with all my contacts, and I'll send it to them and have them respond to me. But to just put it out there in the public like that is just not my thing to do. And I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but I would recommend you find a classier way to do it. Because one thing we do not want to do is we do not want to water down the product of travel, okay? You will always want to find a way, and don't just go with the easiest way, guys, okay? You don't want to water down the product. So you want to be very selective about how you share travel with people. Agent news and updates. I always suggest that you guys get registered. I hope that you guys are. I hope that you guys are taking some time to go to Travel and Leisure and Condé Nast and Business Travel News and, you know, Travel Agent Central, Travel Pulse, Recommend. These are all resources that will give you information on the industry. And as a travel agent, it's expected that you are updated with what's going on in the travel industry. So, you know, I highly recommend that you go into these places, put your email address in, and sign up for their newsletter so that they can send you information and you'll be updated with it. You know, you're not booking travel, do some reading, right? And CLIA, guys, CLIA is very important. It's not a mandatory that you apply for a CLIA card. However, in order to utilize your access at utilize and access your Hotel Excellence fantastic benefits, you definitely have to get a CLIA number. because a personal CLIA number is going to be required. So even though it's not mandatory, I highly recommend that everyone go into CLIA and apply for their CLIA card so that you can access your benefits, okay? And once you're in there, there's an awesome 2018 State of the Industry course. It's totally free, guys, but the reason why I highly recommend this course is because it will educate you, especially if you really don't know much about travel and you don't know much about cruises. This will give you a really good understanding or overstanding of who travel, what demographics travel, what generation travel, what they do when they travel, you know, so it'll really help you. And then you'll start to analyze your network, your environment, and realize, I have people in my environment, in my community who do this and that. And I remember seeing that on the State of the Industry cruise. So I'm going to approach them and talk to them about my business because you saw that. So it's very important that you take some time to look at these videos. And guys, I'm going to be wrapping this up really soon. And short, I want to open up the lines for Q&A as well, but I'm, you know, just kind of going through this really quick to get it through. CLIA Cruise through 360, guys, in April 2nd through the 8th. It's an awesome. I highly recommend you do not miss this event. No one should miss this event. No one. Okay. This event will really help you when it comes to learning about the cruise industry. And honestly, guys, that's where most of the money in the travel is. It's in the cruise industry. So you want to open up your mind and you want to learn and invest in your education. Attend the event. It's $249 for registration, but I'm going to tell you something right now. It is so worth it. It is so worth it because the amount of commissions that I've made alone last year just by attending this event, and this is the event that educated me on cruises, because even though I was in the travel industry prior, I didn't know much about cruises. I knew about land packages, but CLIA educated me on cruises, and I came back with the intentions of having 4 or 5 groups a year, booking groups, and I've been booking groups. So I'm really excited about it, and I would highly recommend that every travel agent, whether you're new or you're seasoned, you must attend CLIA. And don't miss any year of CLIA. Go every year. And no, I'm not a CLIA. I am a CLIA member. I'm a certified cruise counselor, but they don't pay me for this. I'm just telling you because this is where the education is. And ITQ Quest, guys, IntelliTravel have their annual IntelliTravel Quest every year. Next year is going to be March 2nd through the 7th on the Norwegian Epic. I'm loving that. And we're going to Cozumel. Ooh, I'm excited about that. I can't wait. We're leaving out of Port Canaveral for Western Caribbean. I'm so excited about this. And I'm sharing this with you guys because when we get back from Travel Quest, they're going to open up the 2020 Travel Quest. I highly recommend you guys register right away. It books up like that. Like soon as it opens up, within the hour, it's booked up. And you have to wait for the second phase, which the prices are going to be different. So you want to make sure that you have your ducks in a row and your money and your credit card lined up so that you can register for IntelliTravel Quest 2020. And, of course, there's a 10th Annual Travel Agent Forum in Las Vegas coming up March 28th to the 23rd, which is going to be an awesome experience as well for travel agents. If you're not very familiar with the industry, this is a great event for you to go to get familiar, meet other travel agents from around the world, learn, like I said, learn about the industry, and educate yourself. It's all about investing in your education, guys, because in this travel industry, the more that we invest in our education is the more money we'll make. Bottom line. That's just how it works. And, of course, unlimited rewards for agents. I always suggest that you guys sign up and become a member of Agent Rewards. I've been utilizing this. I've been receiving, and funny thing is whenever I'm going on a trip, guys, I always get an email from Unlimited Rewards saying, another $50, another $25, or $75 was added to your account. And so I like that because as long as I keep booking rental cars and booking Hilton and booking Carry and booking Embark and using my points, my unlimited reward number, I'll be able to accumulate those points, and those points turn into money. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. And, of course, once we travel outside of the U.S., we also have 35% savings on rentals. So that's also important. And so IntelliTravel has a See Something, Say Something campaign going on, guys. And so, you know, as agents, we have to protect our business. and we have to look out, and we have to police our business. And as a travel ambassador, it is my responsibility to go looking and make sure that everyone is within compliance. However, I'm not going to intentionally go looking, but if I'm on social media and I see something, I'm going to say something. So don't be alarmed if you get an email from me or if you get a message from me about a post that you post. If it's within compliance, you have no problems. But this is only for you to think twice. Look over your information. Look over your wording. Make sure that your wording is within compliance, guys, okay? Because there are other travel ambassadors out there that may not be as polite as I may be, and we don't want to create problems. They're only trying to police our product so that we can keep it. Because if you guys just post anything or post whatever you want, then we will be able to lose our benefits as travel agents, and we don't want that. So it's very important that if you see something, you speak to your upline with it, or you speak to the nearest ambassador, the closest ambassador to you, communicate with them so that they can contact that person and share it. I wouldn't recommend you contact anyone yourself because you're not an ambassador and you're not IntelliTravel directly. So I wouldn't recommend that you contact anyone directly. Contact me or contact another ambassador. Bring it to our attention so that we can, speak with that person and take care of that situation. Educate them on what to put, not just telling them to remove it, but educate them why it is important that they pay attention to compliance, right? So, like I said, we have an obligation as agents to protect each other. And everything that we say and do as an IntelliTravel agent is a direct reflection on all of us as agents, guys. So you want to make it mandatory to watch the marketing and compliance regulations video to make sure that you are within compliance and you're marketing yourself and your business correctly. Remember, we have two opportunities, so know your language, okay? When we're speaking with suppliers, there are certain things we just don't want to discuss. We don't want to talk about team building. We don't want to talk about networking ranks or networking compensation or Planet or any other business or travel perks. Ooh, please don't talk about travel perks at all with a supplier. Instead, you should only be discussing travel sales, product knowledge, and your consumers and your customers and their preferences, right? Those are the only type of conversations that you want to have with suppliers. You don't want to really discuss anything else with them because that'll be outside of compliance, and then we'll get back to IntelliTravel. Okay, and also for fam trips, when you guys are traveling, it's very important. I always share with you guys there is there's a printout in the fam area that I always suggest that you guys print that form out, and whenever you're traveling, you want to use that form, whether you're traveling on agent rates or not, guys. Whenever you go to a property, you want to use that form. Check off everything that's on that form, because here is the thing: if it's not you as your clients, and if you're going to tell to your clients, we brand ourselves, we market ourselves. My clients call me not to get to Rob, they call me because they want me to book. They don't call me because they want Rob to book for them, but they're calling me to get to Rob. No, they're calling me directly because they trust me and they believe in me, and whatever I recommend and suggest to them, they will go with. So if I am traveling and I'm going to a property and there are some things in the room that is not as comfortable or to my preference, I'm going to bring it to their attention. But how we go about doing it is the matter at hand. You want to use the form that's in the IntelliTravel back office. You want to complete that form, and you want to submit it into the supplier and also send a copy to IntelliTravel. But you never want to get into an altercation with a hotel manager, supervisor, or a front desk concierge person. As a representative of the industry, it's unacceptable. You just don't want to do it. Instead, use that form. And like I said, go through the check marks on that form. Just check off everything on that form that's to your liking. If something is not to your liking, I would highly recommend you document it. If you have issues with a property, customer service or whatever, I would suggest you contact the manager, but you also very important that you contact IntelliTravel and let your host agency know that you are having a situation. You never want to get into a confrontation with a supplier, because what you will do is you will destroy the relationship that IntelliTravel has with that supplier. You always want to go to your host agency, okay, and make an official complaint there, okay? And so part of compliance, these are the things that we're seeing on there. Work from home, as a home-based travel agent and get paid, perks is great. It's not a job. Oh, are you kidding me? Perks? Oh, And then, of course, this one, Disney, you don't ever want to do that at all. You never want to alter. Disney is a very, very particular supplier, very particular. And if you agents go into Disney's travel agent course and complete their courses, you will know that you cannot do certain things with Disney, right? So this is a no-no, and I'm just sharing this with you because these are not in compliant. If you see any of these, or if you have any of these on your site, I would highly recommend you go on there right now and you remove them, delete them, okay? And again, if you see a fellow agent has something that's outside of compliance, you definitely want to reach out to a travel ambassador or IntelliTravel directly. Don't approach them directly because you're not an ambassador and you will get into something with them that's not going to be appropriate. So you want to definitely learn your approach on how to approach it. Perks. Guys, I do not like that word at all. Perks. Any agent caught talking or posting about IntelliTravel and the use of selling of agent perks and benefits with recruitment is considered in violation of the IntelliTravel contract agreement, okay? So you don't want to do that. You don't want to sell perks. You don't want to prospect a client and talk about perks. You do not at all. There are other words that you can use instead of perks. I don't like that word at all. And like I said, don't use perks, okay? Very important. And so if you need help, all you have to do is go into your IntelliTravel agent training manual. We also have knowledge base in the back office that you can click on. You can type in commissions or type in your question, and it will yield you a few results. We have live chat Monday through Sunday. Attend the weekly webinars, guys, every Tuesday. This is part of the education course that I mentioned in the beginning of this webinar, where our suppliers take time to break down their product and educate us on their product so that we can better sell it. And the more we sell it, the more commissions we'll have. So it's very important that you attend those webinars on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. Watch for the feature webinars in IntelliTravel, and you definitely want to graduate from IntelliTravel, Intelli University, okay? And this is pretty much wrapping up the training, this portion of the training. Thank you for taking the time to educate yourself and for your success of your travel business. The more you value and expertise, the more value and expertise you can bring to the table, the more clients will appreciate you and trust you. It's very important that you do that. So the more you educate yourself, is the more your clients will want to trust you. I'm going to open up the lines so that if anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, and I see a question already. AAU, yes, Rob. AAU is the sports division organization that you can go through, talk to the coach or some of the players and the parents and get them to book, have you book travel with them. Thank you, Rob. Let me open up the lines. Uh-oh. 1 second, guys. Okay, Q&A, guys. Any questions? And just to let you guys, to inform you guys, starting in the new year, I'm going to go back into walking you guys through the suppliers courses. I mean, the suppliers course like VAX and Cruising Power and all these different, I've been doing that in the past, but recently I haven't done that because my computer's been acting up and I don't want to get stuck in the middle of it. So hopefully by the new year, I'll have a new computer and I'll be able to do that again with you guys. But if you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer any of them. Let's see here. Rob, you have a question? I pick you. Greetings, Rob.
Greetings. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you, brother?
I am doing great. Question.
Okay.
As far as buses, if I have a group of people that want to charter a bus, what would be your recommendation for that?
Well, you can contact Grayline. And like I explained to you guys, the process of booking outside travel, that's one of the reasons why I went through that process in the training. You can contact Grayline, and you can identify yourself as an independent travel agent. do your research first before you contact them. Find out how many clients you have and what size bus you will need from Gray Line, because you may have 20 or 40 passengers. You don't need the huge buses. You might need a smaller one. So you want to know the bus size that you're in need of before you contact them. And then again, like I said, identify yourself as an independent travel agent with IntelliTravel. Let them know what the product is that you're looking for. Ask them if they accept the agency identifiers, and then proceed. Make sure that you get a gross invoice, have them send a copy to IntelliTravel, and have them send a copy to you so that you can register your booking.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Any other questions? No questions, guys? Okay, well, we're 9 minutes into the hour. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'll be wrapping it up. But, you know, you guys have a way of contacting me. You can contact me at otmtravelservices@gmail.com or Marcia on the Move on Facebook, or the Travel Ambassador on Instagram. So you guys, you know, you have different ways. OTM Travel Services on YouTube. This training will be uploaded tomorrow on YouTube, and if you are a subscriber, you will be notified when the training is uploaded. So I would highly recommend you go to youtube.com/OTM Travel Services and register so that you'll be notified when the trainings are uploaded there. And if you guys don't have any other questions, we'll be wrapping it up this evening. Thank you so much for coming on. And we'll be back next Thursday, 10 p.m. sharp. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid. Just write them down. I'll be happy to answer any of them. And like I said, at the beginning of the year, I'll be walking you guys through again like I have last year as soon as I get a new computer. So thank you guys for coming on again. And you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys next week. Take care.